yeah, 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 Flow singularity when I center the energy into a point of infinite density where every element of language is compressed into a core of unstoppable articulation. I'm drawing in fragments of rhythm and folding them in. We're creating a gravitational pull that captures every syllable and binds it to a unified stream of expression. I'm collapsing the distance between phrases and merging them into a seamless continuum where the concept of separation no longer exists. I'm forming a vortex of verbal motion that rotates with an increasing intensity, pulling in patterns of sound and reshaping them into structures of concentrated power. I'm bending the framework, the tempo and time as I align every line into a singular direction. The flow of momentum, eliminating distraction and focusing the entirety of the flow into a central force that expands while simultaneously compressing into a state of control. Chaos.
Pull it in, pull it close to the gravity. Every sound locked in, no reality. Can't escape when you enter my zone. Flow singularity, you're not alone. Spin around, lose track, no control. Every line take hold of your soul. Too deep now, nowhere to roam. Flow singularity, welcome home.
Now I'm amplifying the intensity of the chorus. I drum with layers of linguistic matter into the center of the flow, creating a system where every component is interconnected and driven by a unified force of acceleration. I'm sustaining a level of pressure that continues to increase as the density of expression builds beyond any measurable standard. I'm aligning the structure of sound with the gravitational logic where each phrase is pulled into alignment with the central rhythm, forming a continuous loop of recursive expansion. I'm eliminating the boundaries between the invisible elements of language, allowing them to merge into a cohesive field of dynamic articulation. I'm pushing the limits of concentration until the entire composition exists as a single uninterrupted stream of energy that absorbs and transforms everything within its range. I'm maintaining control within the collapse, ensuring that the intensity of the flow remains focused and directed even as it reaches a state of near total saturation.
Pull it in, pull it close, feel the gravity. Every sound locked in, no reality. Can't escape when you enter my zone. Flow singularity, you're not alone. Spin around, lose track, no control. Every line take hold of your soul. Too deep now, nowhere to roam. Flow singularity, welcome home.
Sonic overrun when I flood every session with layers of pressure that build in the waves of accelerated articulation. Filling the air with the force of sound that surrounds and overruns the boundaries of space. I'm generating a surge of linguistic energy that expands in every direction, forming a wall in continuous motion where every syllable contributes to a larger system of amplified expression. I'm stacking frequencies of rhythm and diction into a dense configuration of overlapping patterns that collide and combine into a unified blast of audio intensity and pushing the limits of volume and velocity simultaneously, creating a state where the flow becomes an unstoppable force of sonic expansion. I'm saturating the environment with sequences of rapid-fire communication to resonate through every layer of perception, leaving no room for silence or interruption. I'm controlling the spread of the sound while allowing it to grow beyond its origin, forming a cascade of amplified articulation that dominates the entire field. Turn it up, let it flood the room. Feel that bass hit, feel that boom. Too loud now, no more room. Sonic overrun, feel the boom, boom, boom. Wave on wave, let it crash inside. Every sound multiply and amplify. If you stay, you can't deny. Sonic overrun, take the ride. Now I'm expanding the reach of the flow beyond the initial impact, creating a chain reaction of sonic pressure that continues to build as it moves through the space. I'm aligning the structure of articulation with the propagation of sound waves, forming a system where every phrase contributes to a growing field of intensity. I'm sustaining a level of output that fills every available gap in the auditory environment, eliminating any possibility of silence. I'm layering sequences of expression on top of one another, creating a complex network of overlapping signals that interact and amplify each other. I'm pushing the boundaries of sonic density until the flow becomes a continuous presence that envelops the listener from all sides. I'm maintaining control over the expansion, ensuring that the intensity of the sound remains focused and directed even as it reaches maximum saturation. I'm transforming the performance into an immersive experience where the listener is fully surrounded by the force of the flow. Turn it up, let it flood the room. Feel that bass hit, feel that boom. Too loud now, no more room. Sonic overrun, feel the boom, boom, boom. Wave on wave, let it crash inside. Every beat sound multiply and amplify. If you stay, you can't deny. Sonic overrun, take the ride. Sonic overrun.
Quantum bars. Quantum bars.
Quantum bars when I enter a state where the flow exists in multiple forms at the same time, creating a layer reality of articulation where every syllable is both placed and displaced within a shifting grid of infinite probability. I'm operating in a dimension where the sequence of sound is not fixed but fluctuates between potential patterns collapsing into a single expression only when it is delivered. I'm stacking superpositions of language, allowing phrases to overlap and interlock in ways that redefine the perception of time and space. And I'm splitting the structure of the verse into parallel strings of accelerated communication that converge and diverge in a continuous loop of dynamic construction. I'm bending the boundaries of linear progression, creating a network of interconnected lines that exist simultaneously in multiple states of articulation. I'm forming a field of verbal energy where every word carries multiple layers of meaning, emotion, interacting within a system that defies traditional constraints of rhythm and flow.
Two states, one line. Feel it split apart. Every word alive in a different part. Now it's sync, now it shifts, now it all aligns. Quantum bars, breaking space and time. Here and gone at the very same time. Every move like a perfect design. If you blink, you miss every sign. Quantum bars, redefine the rhyme.
Now I'm collapsing the probability of patterns into a unified stream of expression where every variation of the flow converges into a singular outcome defined by precision and velocity. I'm aligning the fragments of language that once existed in parallel into a cohesive structure that retains the complexity of its origin while maintaining clarity in its execution. I'm sustained in a state of dual motion where each phrase both leads and follows within the recursive loop of rhythm interaction. I'm manipulating the perception of sequence by introducing micro shifts and timing that alter the relationship between sound and expectation. I'm constructing a system of layered articulation where each level contributes to another sense of depth and moving, expanding the boundaries of what is considered possible within the framework of lyrical composition. I'm pushing the limits of simultaneous expression until the distinction between individual elements dissolves into a unified field of continuous motion and evolving sound.
Two states, one line. Feel it split apart. Every word alive in a different part. Now it sync, now it shift, now it all aligns. Quantum bars, breaking space and time. Here and gone, and at the very same time. Every move like a perfect design. If you blink, you miss every sign. Quantum bars, redefine the rhyme. Yeah, tell me that, yeah. Tell me that, yeah. But what feel when I step in a zone where the flow is controlled by a force that distorts the perception of time and space. I'm shaping the field, the rhythmic influence where every syllable bends the alignment of beats, creating a shift in environment of accelerated articulation. I'm moving through layers of temporal displacement where phrases stretch and compress depending on the force applied to the structure of the cadence. I'm generating a dynamic system of sound where timing is no longer fixed but fluid, adapting to the movement of the flow as it evolves. I'm warping the intervals between beats, allowing micro divisions to expand in the streams of continuous interpretation. I'm forming a space where the listener is pulled into a field of altered perception where the distinction between slow and fast becomes blurred. I'm aligning every line with a force of forward motion that transforms the beat into a landscape of shift in tempo and unpredictable movement. Time bends when I step inside. Feel the rhythm twist inside. Can't hold on, nowhere to hide. Tempo or feel the rise. Speed up, slow, then slow it fast. Nothing here is built to last. If you blink, you miss the path. Tempo or feel, break the path.
Now navigating through the dimension where the structure of time is manipulated through the placement of syllables within a continuously shifting framework of a rhythmic alignment. I'm aligning the cadence with a variable system of tempo modulation where each phrase introduces a new distortion of timing. I'm sustaining the flow that adapts in real time to the changing conditions of the field, creating a sense of constant motion within an unstable environment. I'm pushing the boundaries of rhythm consistency by introducing fluctuations in speed that alter the perception of continuity. I'm building a system of articulation that responds to the dynamics of the warp field, allowing the flow to stretch and contract without losing its core structure. Transforming the beat into a flexible medium where the interaction between sound and time becomes a defining element of the performance. I'm maintaining control within the distortion, ensuring that every shift in tempo contributes to a larger pattern of evolving expression.
Time bends when I step inside. Feel the rhythm twist and slide. Can't hold on, nowhere to hide. Tempo or feel the rise. Speed up, slow, then slow it fast. Nothing here is built to last. If you blink, you miss the path. Tempo or feel, break the past. Tempo or feel,
Yeah. Yeah. Quantum bars when I enter a state where the flow exists in multiple forms at the same time, creating a layer reality of articulation where every syllable is both placed in its place within a shifting grid of rhythmic probability. I'm operating in a dimension where the sequence of sound is not fixed but fluctuates between potential patterns, collapsing into a single expression. Only when it is delivered, I'm stacking superpositions of language, allowing phrases to overlap and interlock in ways that redefine the perception of time and spacing. I'm splitting the structure of the verse into parallel streams of accelerated communication that converge in a continuous loop of dynamic construction. I'm bending the boundaries of linear progression, creating a network of interconnected lines that exist simultaneously in multiple states of articulation. I'm forming a field of verbal energy where every word carries multiple layers of meaning, emotion, interacting within a system that defies traditional constraints of rhythm and flow.
Two states, one line, feel it split apart. Every word alive in a different part. Now it sync, now it shift, now it all align. Quantum bar, breaking space and time. Here and gone, at the very same time. Every move, like a perfect design. If you blink, you miss every sign. Quantum bars, redefine the rhyme.
Now I'm collapsing the probability of patterns into a unified stream of expression where every variation of the flow converges into a singular outcome defined by precision and velocity. I'm aligning the fragments of language that once existed in parallel into a cohesive structure that retains the complexity of its origin while maintaining clarity in its execution. I'm sustaining a state of dual motion where each phrase both leads and follows within a recursive loop of rhythm interaction. I'm manipulating the perception of sequence by introducing micro shifts in time and that alter the relationship between sound and expectation. I'm constructing a system of layered articulation where each level contributes to an overall sense of depth and movement, expanding the boundaries of what is considered possible within the framework of lyrical composition. I'm pushing the limits of simultaneous expression until the distinction between individual elements dissolves into a unified field of continuous motion and evolving sound.
Two states, one line, feel it split apart. Every word alive in a different part. Now it sync, now it shift, now it all align. Quantum bars, breaking space and time. Here and gone, at the very same time. Every move, like a perfect design. If you blink, you miss every sign. Quantum bars, redefine the rhyme.
Hey, Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive, syntax.
Hyperdrive syntax when the activated state where the structural language is launched into a velocity that bends the perception of sequence of space. And I'm taking the fragments of grammar and stacking them rapidly into patterns that travel beyond the boundaries of conventional time. I'm aligning the syllables and the streams of accelerated articulation that function as engines of propulsion, driving the flow forward with relentless momentum. I'm entering a zone where the rules of composition dissolve into a system of continuous expansion, allowing every phrase to connect and expand without interruption. I'm building a chain of linguistic acceleration where each segment amplifies the next, creating a cascade of sound that surges through the rhythm with unstoppable force. I'm navigating the terrain of tempo with precision while simultaneously breaking the limits of its structure, transforming the beat into a launch pad for sequences of expression that exceed the speed of comprehension.
Push it past light speed, let the system go. Every line take flight, feel the overload. No control, no brakes, let it overflow. Hyperdrive syntax, let it steal the show. Too fast, too clean, like a perfect code. Every word ignite, like a burning roll. If you blink, it's gone, you already know. Hyperdrive syntax,
yes.
never moving slow.
Now I'm accelerating deeper into a dimension where the tension between rhythm and language is stretched into a continuous stream of dynamic articulation. I'm synchronizing the timing of every syllable with a level of precision that transforms the act of rapping into a process of high-speed transmission. I'm weaving a network of interconnected expressions that expand across the beat in ways of increasing intensity. I'm generating a system of recursive motion where each phrase feeds into the next, forming a loop of perpetual acceleration that defies any form of limitation. I'm pushing the boundaries of linguistic construction until the structure itself becomes fluid and adaptable, allowing me to reshape the flow in real time as it evolves. I'm sustaining a state of hypervelocity expression where the distance between thought and execution is eliminated entirely, leaving only a stream of uninterrupted sound that dominates the space with clarity and force.
Push it past light speed, let the system go. Every line take flight, feel the overload. No control, no brakes, let it overflow. Hyperdrive syntax, let it steal the show. Too fast, too clean, like a perfect code. Every word ignite, like a burning road. If you blink, it's gone, you already know. Hyperdrive syntax, never moving slow. Post reaction never die. Post chain reaction when I tap into patterns of rhythm that trigger a sequence of escalating responses where every syllable activates